Good morning from a soggy, rainy Borderview Farms. It's raining some more. We're approaching a rainy, wet spell of epic proportions, historic proportions around here. It's getting to be a lot. Dad and I were going through the weather charts here this morning, looking. We got this weather station out here, and it keeps records of everything. Since March 4th, we're approaching 13 inches of rain in a month and a week, month and 10 days, I guess, 12 days. So that's a lot of rain for us, but nothing we can do about it. Fortunately, it's early, right? If it was starting now and we had 13 inches of rain between now and the middle or end of May, that'd be worse. Maybe we'll still get it, who knows, but hopefully it starts drying up here at some point. Anyway, we're gonna work on our tank here this morning. We got our stainless tank flange back. Check this out. So they actually just built us a whole new one rather than cutting the old one out and re-welding the new piece on it. That is a 1-inch difference. That is a 2-inch versus a 3-inch, and holy crap, inch makes all the difference, right, guys? Just in case you don't believe me, ID 2 inches. It's actually a little over 2 inches. ID 3 inches, just a touch over. That's whew. Okay. So we got to get this one installed, and then we can finish our plumbing, and that tank will be done, ready to go. Okay, we've got to figure out how to get the inside part of our tank flange inside there, and I would really like to put a little silicone around it. I don't know that I need that, but it wouldn't hurt anything. I dropped it in from the top. Now we just... Actually, that wasn't too bad. Just get all the holes to line up and drop in there. We'll get it to work. Question is, can I get a bead of silicone around that? There's a rubber gasket that goes on the bottom side here. And there's rubber washers around the holes. So we'll see what I can do. So I got that in there. Now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking never mind on that silicone because it isn't going to do me any good. I don't really care if it leaks on the inside underneath that flange. It's the bottom side that we've got to get sealed up good. And so that's what that rubber gasket is for. I mean, the fluid's going to flow down through there anyway. So yeah, we're not going to worry about that silicone. We're just going to put our gasket on there and bolt it up. There we go. That's awesome. Solid, hopefully leak free. Okay, now we are going to put a valve under here. I didn't have one before. I probably need one. I'll never use it, but it's that what if something breaks? It's kind of a safety thing. So we're going to go ahead and get a valve and put that in there. Actually, I think we need this piece in here, and then we'll put in our manifold valve, and then we'll put this piece on the other side of the valve right into our hose, and that should be good. I am going to run over and grab a valve from the local place that sells this stuff. Hopefully this is the last plumbing parts that I need for all the things that we have changed. We have spent a pile of money on plumbing fittings, banjo fittings. It's all been really good and it's nice, and Dad has mentioned a couple of times after just barely using that chemical eductor and valve stack there, he was a little skeptical of how it was going to work and running it, and I kind of convinced him to do it, and he trusts me, so he did. He's made the comment several times about this was a really good thing, it's really nice, and he likes it a lot, so that's good. It's been worth it, but yeah, we've got a little bit of money invested into this now. I went and got a valve, and I got that piece put in there, so I'm gonna get this bolted up, and then all we gotta do is connect our hose and elbow. Time out from our regularly scheduled programming. Dad and I made a trip to Berkey. We brought some of our old 2-inch plumbing fittings down here, and we get to meet one of our new landlords. Farm that's been for sale for a while is getting allotted off, and one of the guys wants to meet us. So this farm here has been for sale and lotted off for years, and they finally have sold all the lots. I think somebody's going to build on this corner one. The rest of them now we have new landlords for all of them. We're going to meet one of them. But that corner is the wet spot on the farm, so we're not too upset about that. And we'll see what happens here, if everybody's going to build houses or what. And they're long, skinny 7-acre lots. It's not the end of the world if we lose the whole thing. Back at the farm here, I finished working on our tank. So I've got our tongue pushed all the way to that side, which is going to stretch this hose as much as it stretches. We're trying to get the length right. So I stretched that. I kind of made some marks on the hose where it should go through that frame, and then I cut it off. So we're going to take that fitting off. We'll get the heat gun and get that shoved on there and put it up there, and then we'll move our tongue the other way, and hopefully everything works good. Dad's working on a hanger bracket for me for my switch for the drone trailer. We'll work on that this afternoon too. I got everything hooked up. Let's pull the water in it, see if it leaks. Try and clean the bottom of our tank off while we're doing it. I don't need much here. Well, no drips on the... Oh no, there is a drip. God dang it. This bolt is dripping. Alright, well, we're gonna have to fix that. I know how to fix it. I know what happened. I know exactly what happened. I was hoping it wasn't gonna matter, but it does. Okay. How am I gonna get the water out of there now? When I was getting the inside piece of my tank flange in there, one of my gaskets fell off. I thought, there's another gasket. It'll be fine. It's not fine. It's dripping. Okay, so we got to take that tank flange off. Hopefully I can leave the rest of this stuff together, because these clamps were a pain to get together. See, there wasn't that much water in there, but it leaked for a little bit. I don't know if this is going to be easier to get back together than taking it apart elsewhere, but that's how we're going to do it. Right there. See, the one in the back's got that gasket. This one doesn't. Fix it. Where'd it go? Right there. Okay, that was easier to get back together. So I got that gasket on. I did throw some silicone on there because why not? So I tried to get it around the holes as best I could. Seal that up, the bolts. And we got her back together. We'll have to wait for everything to dry up to see if it's still dripping or leaking or not, but I'll go ahead and pour this back in there, and this should be good. Dad made us a bracket. These will hook right on our cage tote for our drone trailer, and we can mount our electrical box to that for our switch here. So we're going to put the drone trailer together here this afternoon. Tomorrow looks like a drone spraying day. I've got a little bit more Roundup we need to do on some wheat stubble that's chiseled, and it's way too soft to get out there now, and that wheat's going to take off and start growing. Already has. So we got to get that killed. The stuff we sprayed was that last week? Earlier in the week? Whenever that was. It's dying. We did a good job, so we can keep doing that. And then we got some Palisade spray. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Been working on my switch here a little bit, just making sure I got all the stuff that we actually need to put it together. Didn't have the screws in the box. I don't know if it didn't come with them or we lost them or something, so I found a metal cover plate that doesn't actually fit on there, but I can steal some screws from it. So that'll hold our cover on. Maybe. Uh-oh. There we go. And then I was looking at these terminals, like, how am I going to get the wires in there? They don't really have a spot to pinch them. So we're going to need some ring terminals. So I found some of these that'll go on there, and then I'm like, well, that's going to stick way out the side, so we're going to have to put them on and bend them down, sort of like that one. And then I think they'll go. It's going to get a little tight in this box with our wires, but I think we'll make it work. So I want to do that on the drone trailer so I can get the cords and everything the right length. And I need to deliver some seed before I put the trailer back together. So that's the plan for the afternoon here. You guys remember last fall when I did that Mirus Neo thing on my combine and there was a chance to win some Milwaukee power tools? They're walking in the door right now. Check it out! We got a nice Carhartt Mirus Neo tote bag. Milwaukee Impact 5 amp hour battery. So this was, like I said, this was the drawing for having the Mirus magnet and the flag that we had on our auger on the combine last fall. They gave me a little bit of Mirus because of that, and then they hooked me up with some tools that apparently I won in the drawing. So I know Bob Brown, I know you wanted these. Sorry, man. They ended up at my shop. So anyway, thank you to the Syngenta Mirus team, to Danny, my sales rep. Appreciate it. That's pretty cool. This is a nice bag. I don't usually use tool bags. This one might get some use because this is a nice heavy duty bag. So, and this will for sure get some use. Okay, well, after that meeting and another meeting, and now I've got a guy down to the seed warehouse to pick up some corn that's getting transferred out. So we're gonna get him loaded up. I'm actually gonna hook on to the gooseneck here. I've got, what do I have? 4 boxes of seed that need to move from my warehouse to the farm down there that are ready to go. So we're gonna take those down, and then we're gonna get all the stuff on for the drone trailer and be ready to go tomorrow. I don't know what I recorded last. Going to the seed warehouse, maybe? I don't know. We got his 25 bags. I loaded up the 4 boxes of seed to come down to the farm here, and we got those unloaded. If I was a better YouTuber, you would see more, I guess. But then I wouldn't be as good a farmer probably, because I wouldn't be paying attention to what I'm doing. Anyway, we're loading the drone trailer up. I got the 3 boxes of beans over there. We need to do a little organizing. I put the 1 box was corn and I put in there. That's all of our corn. I do still have another 8 boxes of beans, I think, to bring down here. Something like that. So, yeah, we're going to get this on the trailer and then do a little plumbing and wiring and try and be ready to go for tomorrow. I think I'm going to grab the second tote and put on here as well, because we're going to do a couple different products tomorrow and we need to be able to have different stuff. Oh, well, I set my phone down and walked away from it. I'm working on this trailer, trying to get everything plumbed up and put in place. It's taking me longer than it's supposed to, which is normal. But it started raining again. I had to back it in the barn. Anyway, I need some longer flags. Let's see if Dad's got anything out here tomorrow. We just can't catch a break around here. I need to get over there. All right. Okay, here's where we're at. So somebody in yesterday's video, one of yesterday's videos, did you know there was 2? Yeah. Suggested put a T in there and connect them. That way you don't have to move the hose back and forth. That was a good idea. So I'm trying to do that. I have all the components, I believe. They may be in the shop. Yeah, they're in the shop. But we got like 2-inch cam lock down to 1-inch hose on both tanks. We're gonna actually take this off and we're gonna put a quick coupler in there so that I can disconnect it from the pump a little bit easier, and then just, yeah, connect everything. So I've got the components to do that. I anchored the pump to this board, a nice board to keep the tanks apart. That's gonna work really well. We're gonna anchor that board to the tank, to the trailer. So I got these screws for that. There I got my pieces. So now we have a quick disconnect right here, and we've got them on each end, so we'll be able to pull that little wire harness, little hose section off to disconnect everything for getting it on and off, and then it just snaps right back on. The pump is anchored good. Now we just need some hoses to connect that. Jeez, oh Pete, it's raining hard again. Oh man. Well, nothing I can do about it. That's why we're getting the drone trailer set up. Because tomorrow's going to be a nice day, and we got stuff that's got to get sprayed. Look, the sun's going to come out. Let's look and see how much more rain we got. Our plumbing is done. Now all we got to do is wiring. We got to get that switch mounted, so I'm out of time. I am not going to get it done tonight. It's after 6 o'clock already, so I got it plugged in. If worst comes to worst, we can just plug and unplug it, but I do want a switch in there, so I'm going to have to undo the wiring from the motor, put that wire into my switch, and then make a new wire out of that roll from the switch into the motor. So I can only get so much done in a day. It's okay. We're close. I just know that I have a lot of drone spraying to do tomorrow, I'm gonna run out of time because I got a 90-acre field that I want to do with this Palisade Max. We'll talk about that in the morning and what it's for. It's a PGR though, for wheat. And then we got another 50-ish acres, 45 acres that we need to spray glyphosate. And we could do this field out here. That'd be 65 acres if we wanted to. And then I've got 13 acres of some other fungicide stuff that we're gonna spray. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this going. Plus I have guys coming to pick up beans. I got 2 different guys coming to pick up beans that I got to get treated tonight. So that's what I'm gonna go work on. I think we're just gonna leave this truck hooked up, sitting right where it is. And yeah, I wish I could get it all the way in, but I don't really have room, so well, no big deal. All right, well, we're gonna be done in here for today. Lights. I'm gonna take Dad's old truck home since mine's hooked up to the trailer. And we're gonna go out and treat some beans, but it's probably gonna be late tonight because what time is it? Yeah, it's 6:30. It's not horrible, but I want to go home and see my kids until bedtime. And it's Thursday. Survivor was on last night. We're big Survivor fans, the whole family. But we can't watch it at 8 o'clock at night because our boys have to go to bed at 8:30. So I'm sure that they're wanting to do that tonight. So after everybody's in bed at 9 o'clock, I will go out and finish and treat the beans that I need to do. I think I need, let's see, it's not a lot. 6 boxes maybe, 5 or 6, something like that. So it won't take that long, but they're coming to get them tomorrow and I gotta have everything ready. Anyway, we didn't get a ton of rain out of this last one. It says we're up to 0.27 for the day. And we did get a little bit this morning. I think there was a 1/10. So we got 1/10 and a half or something like that here just now. Is what it is. We were looking at the charts today. I should have showed you that. I never did show you that chart I printed off, but I was looking at the weather station data, and we are up to about 13 inches of rain since March 4th. Now, March 4th was a month and a week or better ago. I think it was like 41, 42 days, but 13 inches in that span is a lot of rain for us, and it's been some big ones, and we're really wet. Now, I would rather get that in March and early April than from now through the end of May. So hopefully this is our wet spell and it starts drying up for us. Definitely not going to be early planting, early spring here, but we're not behind yet. If we're started by the 25th of April, we're feeling really good. That's 9 days from now. If it stops raining, we could be doing that. So I'm okay with, where we're at. I'm not nervous yet. Another week of rainy weather and then another week of rainy weather, and yeah, we start getting nervous. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I will see you tomorrow. Drone spraying. It's gonna be a busy day. Well, the kids are in bed. Survivor has been watched. Pretty wicked twist this week. I won't spoil it in case some of you haven't seen it yet, but we got 7 boxes of beans to treat. I'll go ahead and get those done. My pallet of kegs is empty, so I'll move this whole pallet out of the way. We'll put that one in place. I'll get my pump moved over here. I did pull the Salter one off. It's probably a third left, less than half, I think. It wasn't that heavy, so we've moved through a lot of chemical. Last box, number 7. We ended up doing 7, so we'll get some tags on them, get some lids on them. Get them stacked out of the way. I got to sort some corn out for the one guy that's coming tomorrow to get stuff, so I'll probably do that so it's ready to go. All right, we got done what we needed to do. I got all those boxes stacked up over there. I got the paper bags sorted out that I needed to get sorted out. There are 90 beans and 10 bags of corn. Go to a customer. Hopefully everything sitting over here leaves tomorrow. Maybe even those 6. I doubt it, but hopefully. I know for a fact those 2 boxes and those 6 that are in that longer row over there are leaving. If I get a chance to deliver those 4, I'm going to do that. There's 3 more on the other side that somebody was supposed to be coming to get, along with those Enogen bags there. So we should get a fair bit of seed out of here tomorrow. But I'm going to be busy drone spraying. So anyway, thanks for watching today. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. It is 10:45. I'm going in the house, editing this video you're watching now, and then I'm going to bed. So thanks for watching. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. that is my outdoor light on my barn. It lights up, kind of, but I ain't gonna cut it. Apparently, I need a new light. Dang it.